Ajay Srivastava joins us now. Let's connect with him. And he is running late. Perhaps he's been busy counting all the gains and accumulating all the profits he's made in last 3 months. No wonder you're late. In a bull market, you always join late. When markets are bad, you come 3 minutes early.
No, no,
Yes,
no,
yes,
not
yes.
at
I have a data.
all.
I have data. It's okay to count gains.
Listen, right now it's like a party out there, and you are nice and high, and you will decide, whether you want to walk up to the bar, pick up another drink, pick up a shot of tequila, which is a small cap, or just nurse what you have. And I think that is where we are, nursing what we have. So no reason to delay anything. We are
Going to
in
a
a good
bar.
zone at
There
this
is
point
yoga
of
day
time.
tomorrow. We should talk about spirituality in yoga, and we're talking about bar and tequila. Ajay, Ajay, Ajay.
Yeah, I live in the wrong part of the country, don't I?
Okay, so have you ordered another drink at the bar?
Well, at this point of time, as I said, we are nursing a drink, relaxed nursing a drink, because what we have, we are happy with it. We don't want to, get into an accident at this point of time by picking up 2 tequila shots on the way. And I think it's true for the market that, we see a different, maybe we are an outlier, a different fundamental reality. In my last 2 months of travel around the country, traveled a lot, small states, large states, small cities. And I see a different reality coming through in terms of what's happening on the ground. Select sectors are doing very well. Select sectors are rarely in the dumps at this point of time. But market is right always, as we say. But we will see what happens down the line. But, as I said, nursing drink is a good idea because the reality out there is little more uglier than what your screens are showing.
So what should one do? Like you said that look, it's not the time to press the eject button. You've not paid the bill and you've not exited the bar, right? Which means you are still part of the celebration. Is that the best strategy? Don't order the drink, but don't pay the bill and get out. Stay invested.
I think so. It's a good idea to keep some money in the pocket for the fire sale that might happen, for the correction it might happen, for your stocks you love may come down, which is going to happen. And you have seen markets have always given opportunities to buy. This is not the time to finish off your credit card limit. This is not the time to say, I've finished everything. I have nothing else on the table to give to. So I would simply say, keep your powder dry, keep your stocks list, doesn't matter what it is. Buying out here perhaps was in fact, your commenter was saying that you need to come and celebrate. I said, listen, I've just shorted the Nifty at the high and you're asking me to celebrate the high. What are you doing? So I think, and we did that. We are running short on Nifty at this point of time. As the overall Nifty, we're running short. We may be up specific stocks plus, but Nifty we were short. And we shorted on the day it became a high as well. And we believe that, as happens sometimes, market runs ahead of fundamentals. We have been a fundamental people for a long time. We may be wrong, it happens to us. But I think market has run ahead of its fundamental at this point of time. And as June results will show what will transpire, individual companies, certainly on the retail side, exuberance is beyond my imagination as to what they expect to happen at this point of time. Specialty companies' valuations are absolutely nut crazy out there. When I talk to them, what their order book is, what their margins are, where they're struggling with capacity utilization, I look at the screen and says, P has gone up by 250, 60 Ps of specialty chemicals. I wonder which is the real world, screen or when I talk to the companies.
Okay, so shorting the Nifty, that's quite a contrarian call coming in. But what's likely to give you the hangover, Ajay, at this point of time? You did talk about some of the sectors where the valuations are high. So talk to us about the spaces which you're completely avoiding at this point of time.
As I said, retailing companies, absolutely no-go in our space. We are in fact short on some of the retailing companies, absolute no-go. Apparel companies, absolutely no-go at this point in time. Specialty chemicals, we almost out of it at this point of time. We have almost sold out of, I think, cement as well. We are out of it at this juncture. And concentrating our firepower on 5 or 6 of the sector that we're doing. So these 5, 6 sectors, we are absolutely completely out. And small cap exposure that we had, we limited to 10 to 20% of the portfolio. That's been pared down. We have sold off quite a bit of small cap at this point of time. And we are almost on the, in the threshold of seeing that what others we can sell. We are finding reasons to sell more than reasons to buy at this stage. And we will see over time whether we get a chance to buy in. But we believe that now there may be a good time to, if I look at some of the time goes by gilts, which may give us a good return and capital gains. So maybe move some of this money to gilts eventually and see the reduction in interest rate from that perspective as well and de-risk ourselves. And I think that's about it. we're almost out of, at this point of time, US market has been reduced to quite a bit. We book profits in US markets. So that's, powder is there in the US dollars. So I think it's been a nice run, but enjoying the profits and going on a holiday and coming back and seeing whether we called right or wrong.
So Ajay, similarly, where is it that you still have conviction? You've talked about where you've exited, but what are you still continuing to hold?
I am flying. I'm with the flyer. You should be with the flyer. That's kind of sector which is amazing because not because I hold the stock. That's one of the disclosures. I hold the stock. But the beauty is that when you got Tata as the main competition, my God, you can't God sent at the end of the day. And I fly both the airlines, and I can tell you the whale of a difference in what's transpiring on the Indian aviation scheme. So I think aviation is our biggest bet at this point of time. Next bet is the hotels at this point of time. We are into the biggest bet. Third, what continues to be our infrastructure, defense stocks, which have been there, haven't added anything in the last 1 to 2 months, nothing, zero. But the old holding continues. So it's aviation, hotels, defense, hospitals. I think these four sectors comprise quite a bit of a holding, and the new age companies which we keep talking about. Nikunj loves them. And those have been a good buys at lows. You know what I mean? So as I keep saying, you got firepower, buy at lows. That's what's going to give you return. When you start buying at these kind of multiples, then you are now you need more luck than anything at this point of time to make a return. So I keep saying, just the same share we bought 2 months back, and we got a 40, 50, 60% return on new age companies. Would I buy them today? Maybe not. I will hold for some time and see if I get a chance to add on more. If I don't, I have the stock. So I think this is roughly, Aisha, what we have kept ourselves very simple, what we see reality in the market, and stick to fundamental to say airline fares, hotel fares, good looking numbers out there. Guys buying 500 aircraft is unbelievable story. I think it'll be the greatest success story maybe the world has seen after Apple have an aviation company out of India doing this wonders. I think we're really proud of it.
It's one of the most fantastic companies, Ajay, which has got created in last 10 years. I've maintained that several times. But my limited point is that it's a brutal industry. And if the US example is anything to go by, this is an industry where everything looks good in the short term, but long term there are challenges. Regulation, crude, and this time around, there could be a war between the Tatas and between Indigo. The amount of capacity which both these companies would add, I would imagine, I just don't know whether demand will keep up.
That's what I said. I think if I were to choose a competitor, I would choose the Tatas as a competitor, not because they're bad people. They're good people at the end of the day. They're not crazy people like what Reliance Jio did to the market. They will do what they have to do. And Singapore Airlines is a pretty responsible airline, focuses on good service, keeps the price high. You just see the fares of SIA travel to Singapore. You pay, 3 times what I pay in Vistara today for SIA flights. So I think, so therefore, unlike a telecom landscape, where there was an entry of a person who's just rolling money out, did not care about shareholder returns. And you've seen what happened to Reliance shareholder. They never got a return out of the company of a decent kind compared to where market has gone at the end of the day. Compared to Tata, it's much more responsible. They need the cash flows. They cannot afford to have a price war in terms of cash losses. And with Singapore Airlines as a maybe 25 or 26 or 40 or 50% partner, very responsible partner at this point in time. And number two is, they are, when you travel to the two airlines, you see the approach, laid back, chalta hai, karte hai, chalate hai. The other guy is hustling. And therefore you see the energy in the two airlines totally different. I'm not criticizing anybody, but I see as a passenger, the energy levels of the staff at one airline versus the other totally different. Therefore, I see the competitive framework is going to be very different. Yes, there will be pockets of overcapacity, which is why I keep saying that if you have powder, you buy these good companies, there will always be correction. Nobody's saying this share will always keep rising. There will be times your correction, but question is, do you have the money to buy when the correction hits? And that's what ails most investing platforms and most investor strategy is. When the time comes, market is in gutters, they really don't have money, they've got losses, but no cash in the bank. And I keep saying at market highs, create cash in the bank, you will get a chance. You saw 6 months back what happened. It went up, came down, gave an opportunity. So I say capacity, yes, will go up. It'll give you chances to buy. But these are great stories for decades. These are not stories for years. And that's the beauty of these stories. And, a few airlines can come here or there, Akasa or somebody can come here or there. but it can't change the landscape for these two giants. These two giants of their living. And, short term, yes, volatility may happen. Give it a 5-7 year framework. I think you got a very healthy company to work with.
Hotels. Yeah, I was looking at Indian hotels. Estimates are 10 rupees EPS next year, 400 rupees stock. You're buying the stock at a P of 40. Even if one assumes that next 2 years are solid, then what happens after that? A lot of capacity will get created. The 20-year track record of the hotel industry is that it is a cyclical industry, and this time, why do you think it will be different?
Well, as I said, there will be times you'll get it. Nikun, please don't mind. I'm sure there will be corrections in hotel stocks and you will get it cheaper. The question to you is that are you there in it today or not? Because you're riding the best hotel wave ever the last 1 year has existed in this country. Number two, just like real estate, see the consolidation. Earlier, every uncle, auntie, and everybody wanted to put up a hotel. Now see what's happening everywhere. They're going to Taj, they're going to ITC, they're going to saying, listen, can we lease our hotel to you and you do the work at the point of time? Whether it is your home stay, whether it's a hotel or whether it's the economy hotel, they're all going to the big chains and saying, listen, guys, take it over, give us some money back. So any industry dynamics like real estate has changed dramatically in the hotel sector. And I think that is where these guys are going to make a killing because it doesn't make sense for anyone to have a standalone hotel today apart from the chains, the way the economics has worked out. And that's what's coming to the fore. Yes, they got competition, not from hotels. Nikun Marki, the competition is coming from homestays. Most people are preferring homestays to hotels at this point of time, at least the upper end, the luxury class. And that is where they will get a competition from. But I think the big play is coming. All the existing capacity slowly in the system is getting leased to these companies. And number three is, do you see any large hotels coming up anywhere? I don't see a single hotel construction in Delhi. Can you believe it? I don't see in NCR and Delhi. I don't see a hotel being constructed. Bombay, one opened just now, but I don't see any construction of hotels. So if you look at next 5 years, the supply of hotels is going to diminish in my view because there's no new construction at the end of the day for hotels. There are coming few in Bangalore, etc., but nothing. Go to Hyderabad. You got choice of 2 hotels in Hyderabad. So there are pockets of India which is totally don't have good quality hotels. So I think it's a great story. You'll get a chance to buy lower prices. Oh, most certainly, definitely you'll get a chance. Should he be out of the story? Or definitely not, because you don't know where the market goes. The party continues at this point of time. So I keep saying, stick to the good things and keep money that when good things go bad, buy the good things again. You will revive it. So I think hotel industries change like real estate industry totally in what it was 10 years back and what's today. And the future looks fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Surely paying more for those hotel rooms, and ARRs definitely going higher.
Yeah, but I hope that capacity does come up so that at least the demand supply is a bit managed, because for now, yes, we are paying exorbitant amount even in India to stay at properties. But that's about the entire market setup. Thank you so much, Ajay, for joining us today.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you so much for joining us today. But